Good morning, everyone. We are studying the chapter The Problem of Excess Demand and Deficient Demand. In this, we have already studied the inflationary gap. The explanation, causes of inflationary gap and effects of inflationary gap we have done. Today, I am going to explain you deflationary gap, that means deficit demand, its explanation, causes of deflationary gap and effects. So, let's start with it. So, dear ones, this is the problem of deficient demand where aggregate supply is more than aggregate demand. Let us understand this problem with the help of diagram. On y-axis we have taken aggregate demand or aggregate supply. National income has been taken on x-axis. This is aggregate demand curve, AD curve, and this is aggregate supply curve, 45 degree. Aggregate supply C plus S. So AD is C plus I, aggregate supply C plus S. Now this is the equilibrium point. You can see that this is the equilibrium point. We can denote it as E. E is the equilibrium point at fuller employment level. But when we see the actual demand, then the philosophy of the fuller employment level turns up. Now you just look at here. This is AD1 and the AD2 is below the AD1. Now you look at this, the new AD1 has come, AD2 has come, AD1 shifts to AD2. Look, in this AD1 was this which was required for full employment, but the actual demand which we see was AD2. The difference between these two, that means this gap, the gap between E and G, you can see that the gap between E and G is deflationary gap, right? It is corresponding to full employment level. The demand is less, so this is deflationary gap. Now what will happen? Now the supply is more and demand is less. There will be accumulation of stock. Due to this accumulation of stock, the supplier will reduce the production. While reducing the production, he has to reduce the employment as well. And when he will reduce the employment, definitely income will also reduce. You can see that here we were getting the equilibrium, but now we are getting the equilibrium at somewhat this point, जहाँ पे हमारा AD और AS मैच कर रहा है. So that means जब हमारी डिमांड कम हो गई तो हमारा इक्विलिब्रियम पे देखो इनकम हमारी कितनी कम हो गई, M से M1. तो यू कैन फर्दर लुक एट हियर इन दिस. क्यों, क्या क्या इसके कॉजेज होते हैं, क्यों ये कम हो रहा है, क्यों डिमांड कम हो रही है. ऑब्वियसली एज वी हैव स्टडीड दैट द AD इज कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ ADs आर C plus I plus G plus X minus M. So that means when the demand of all these four sectors reduces, then aggregate demand reduces. That means the situation of deflationary gap occurs. So that means fall in consumption expenditure, fall in government expenditure, fall in exports, fall in supply of money, fall in the private investment demand. So when there is fall in the demand of all the components of aggregate demand, that means deflationary gap will definitely occur. Now what are the effects of the deficit demand? Now if there is deflationary gap, what will happen? Definitely when when there is no demand and we are supplying more, we are having more quantity with us and the buyers are very less, so the prices have to be reduced, right? And when we talk about output, we are already having so much of accumulated output, accumulated products. So now what we will do is we will not produce now, तो it is unsold inventory. तो अब हम आगे तो कुछ और प्रोड्यूस करेंगे नहीं क्योंकि हमारा बच रहा है, because people are not demanding for it. Unemployment, and when we are having unsold inventory, accumulation of stock हमारे पास हो रखा है, we are not producing more, definitely we deploy persons. That means involuntary unemployment. लोग काम करना चाहेंगे लेकिन काम है नहीं क्योंकक्योंकि लोग कुछ डिमांड नहीं कर रहे, तो लोग अपनी कंपनियों से, फैक्ट्रीज से लोगों को निकाल देंगे. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आ जाएगी हमारी involuntary unemployment. I hope this one is clear to you all. Then effects of deficit demand, आगे और देख लेते हैं. प्रॉफिट्स पे क्या इफेक्ट पड़ेगा? फर्म्स विल सफ़र लॉसेस. क्यों? क्योंकि उनका सामान बचा रह गया, आगे प्रोडक्शन नहीं हो रहा, बिक नहीं रहा. ऑब्वियसली फर्म्स विल सफ़र लॉसेस. कंज्यूमर्स को थोड़ा सा बेनिफिट मिल जाएगा. क्यों? क्योंकि चीज़ें सस्ती हो जाएंगी प्राइसेस कम होने की वजह से. जब चीज़ें सस्ती होंगी तो उनकी रियल इनकम बढ़ जाएगी। जहाँ वो मैंने पिछले उसमें भी एग्जांपल दिया था, 1 रुपए की 10 चीज़ें खरीदते थे, अब वही वो 1 रुपए की 20 चीज़ें खरीद पाएंगे क्योंकि चीज़ सस्ती हो गई, राइट। रियल इनकम बढ़ गई। और इकोनॉमी पे क्या असर पड़ेगा? इकोनॉमी डिप्रेशन में चली जाएगी, रिसेशन में चली जाएगी, बिकॉज देयर इज़ नो वर्क, नो प्रोडक्शन, नो एम्प्लॉयमेंट। सो हियर द डिफरेंस बिटवीन इन्फ्लेशनरी गैप एंड डिफ्लेशनरी गैप. In inflationary gap, AD is more than AS at full employment level. This is mandatory to write at full employment level. Deflationary gap, AD is less than AS, aggregate demand is less than aggregate supply at full employment level. Impact on prices. When we talk about inflationary gap, prices are raised, and when we talk about deflationary gap, prices falls. Impact on economy, inflationary leads to boom conditions and deflationary leads to depression or recession. Now how to correct it? Deficient demand and excess demand. This we need government, right? So this we will be discussing in my next video now, because it is a big topic to understand and a very important topic. So central bank does it and the government also does it. तो दोनों मिल के काम करते हैं, government and the central bank. This we will study in our next topic, next video. Till then we just study the inflationary gap and try to understand it. Deflationary gap, inflationary gap, and if you're having any problem, you can ask from me anytime. Thank you. God bless you all.